Hey everybody, Jill here. Okay, so I wanted to talk today about the cost of wellness versus the cost of illness. And this is something that I know a lot of us, we need to hear it. We need the real talk. We need to, justify the cost of fitness and nutrition. Some of us need to do that to our spouses or just to ourselves and our mindsets towards the money that might be required to move forward. And I wanted to make sure that we go over all the options before the end of our week together. But first, I want to talk about the cost of illness. I did some research today, and I looked at a few different websites. And according to the National League of Cities, the cost of illness and obesity in the U.S. is $190 billion a year in fixing the problems with America and us not taking care of our health. And of that, 14 billion is from childhood obesity alone. That's pretty scary, right? And that is regardless of the 42,000 books that are out there on dieting and losing weight. Crazy, right? I also checked the CDC, and when I quickly Googled, in 2008, they cited $147 billion on spent annually on correcting obesity. So for a small price, we can do our part to keep ourselves healthy and not contribute to that. I also know, though, from experience from years ago, that it costs a lot to bring yourself back to good health, right? Cold medicines and going to the doctor and trying to reverse everything that we've done in the past that's led to the unhealthy habits and how our body has reacted to those things. Trying to reverse the diabetes, reverse the obesity is more expensive than to just prevent it and do the right things that will keep you healthy. And so another big thing that these websites cited was massive job absenteeism, right? Meaning that if our society is sick, then we can't go to work. And I know for me personally as a mom, I can't afford to get sick. How about you guys? When you're sick, you can't care for your family, you can't go to work, you can't make money, you are useless, and it's not feasible as a mom to be sick, right? And so I do everything I can to stay healthy and well and to be at my best. And so what I've found is that a small investment in my health to keep me, my immune system working at its best, it takes good nutrition and daily exercise, right? And we also know that these things lead us to our physical goals, which help us mentally, emotionally, and help our self-confidence as well. So I want to talk about our products and how they've helped me and my health in the last 5 years and the changes that I've seen. The first one I want to talk about is general nutrition. Feeling so much more energized, putting healthy foods in our system, you have no idea. And of course, the food industry does not tell us about the harms that is in a lot of our food, the chemicals in our packaged foods, the things they put in our packaged foods to make us want to eat more of the packaged foods, the non-food items that are in our packaged foods. None of it is very good for us. And the more processed our food is, the harder our bodies have to work to break them down and digest and take any kind of nutrients from our food. So a more general push towards more natural foods, less packaged foods, which is something that is highly emphasized in our Beachbody systems and our nutrition systems, and also eating more balanced meals, smaller meals that we're not overeating, which costs more money if you're eating too much, it's going to cost you money. Eating fast food is going to end up costing you more money, and you're not going to get as many nutrients. But understanding what a balanced meal will do for you, that's something that you would learn in our nutrition systems. And I mean, what I found was how much we were overeating and how much those foods, those packaged foods, were actually costing us way more than the natural ones, if you can believe it or not. And so just general nutrition, drinking more water, less soda. Water is free, soda is not. Drinking more hydrate, which comes as a powder in a bottle, which you add to your own water, which is way cheaper than Gatorade, which doesn't have any, it's got so much processed sugars, refined sugars in it, and food dyes and junk in it. Drinking our shakes, right? Instead of getting a Starbucks coffee, let's say you have a cafe latte shake with tons of nutrients and proteins and great ingredients versus spending more on your iced Starbucks Frappuccino, which has just a ton of sugar and crap in it and caffeine. And so a lot of just movement towards healthier items that will fuel your body better and cost you less money and keep you going towards your goals, right? Speaking of Shakeology, I want to tell you some of the things that I've experienced in the last 5 years being a daily Shakeology drinker. The first major change that I saw was in my digestion. So my entire life, I spent battling constipation. And that's from when I was a little kid. I was constantly in the ER with massive belly pain. I just felt bloated all the time until about 15 years ago when I went to a gastroenterologist. And she told me that I was just very constipated, which I knew because I had always been. And she told me to start drinking Miralax daily. And so I did for 10 years. And I have a friend who's a doctor. And when she saw me bring that to her house, and every day I'm scooping this white synthetic powder into my orange juice or whatever, she was like, I can't believe you're drinking that daily. And I said, I've been putting this in my body every single day for the last 10 years. And she was horrified because she knew how much I cared about my body. And I had no idea that it was a chemical and it was just not good for me. And so the day that I started drinking Shakeology, which has really great probiotics and prebiotics and things that are gut healing, our main ingredient called Bacillus coagulans, they are the real probiotics that really heal your gut. And when I started drinking that day one, I got regular again. And so since then, I have not needed the Miralax. I have been regular with Shakeology, and I've just really loved how it's kept me regular. The other big thing with Shakeology that I noticed was that about a year into drinking it every single day, I learned that the phytonutrients, that's the greens, that the antioxidants, the berries that are in there, that so many of the ingredients were really helping build my immune system, and to the point where I stopped getting sick so much. And in the last 5 years, I can tell you that I've seen a marked difference in how often I get sick and the duration of how long I get sick. If you saw last week, I had a cold, I lost my voice. It was probably been about 3 or 4 days, and I am feeling so much better already. And so that is a huge difference too. Shakeology also has what we call adaptogens, herbs and mushrooms that really help your stressors. And what I love is that it becomes kind of like a custom drink, because when you drink this shake and all these great ingredients go into your body, they help find your body's particular stressors, and they help to find that homeostasis in your body that it needs to even those things out. And so that's why you'll hear so many different people talk about the different effects that Shakeology is having on them, on their muscular issues, on kind of thyroid issues. And we can't say that it cures any of these things, but all I can tell you is that you would have to kind of experience it for yourself. And what I love is you can take it 30 days at a time and see and try it for 30 days and say, how is this helping me, right? So the third big difference in me is that I'm a chocolate Shakeology daily drinker through and through. I need chocolate like 3 times a day. And I used to be eating chocolate chips and hot chocolate and all kinds of chocolate things that were not necessarily on my meal plan. But I really love that Beachbody in general gives me the opportunity to drink and eat chocolate multiple times a day. So I've already had my Beachbody Beach Bar for breakfast with an apple this morning. I'm a daily shake drinker. After my workouts, I drink my chocolate Recover. And so all these great things, they help me with those cravings that I have as a chocoholic, I should say. But what I love is that Shakeology helps me with that sweet craving that I have. It helps me boost my energy in the afternoons. And people often ask me, when are you supposed to drink the Shakeology? And I tell them, whenever it works best for you. So back when I was in corporate and I was commuting in the mornings and it was always a morning rush, I would use my shake as that quick breakfast. You make it in the blender and then hop in the car and drink my shake on the way to work. And that's what my husband was doing too when he was commuting. And now we're drinking our shake on our morning Zoom calls when we have networking meetings. And then when my children started going to school and I had the opportunity to stay home because of Beachbody and be there for the bus at 4 o'clock when they got off the bus, I started realizing that when my kids got home from school and they wanted snacks, I started snacking too. It was kind of that mid-afternoon block where you get really tired, you've been working all day, and I would start eating their goldfish and their animal crackers. And what I found was that my shake at 4 o'clock was really what I needed. And so I started drinking my shake at 4 o'clock. And I think what it also helped me was that my whole life I was used to a big dinner. And I think that's kind of an American way of being, way of living. And I tend to overeat at dinner. And so what I found was that having my shake at 4 o'clock, I was able to not be so ravenous at dinner time too. So sometimes when I used to teach a class at night, I would drink my shake after the class for dinner because I didn't want to cook. If you're somebody who works through lunch, then that's a great time. So you can drink your shake any time of day. As a coach, the cost of the shake is $3.30 a shake, right? And so savings-wise, I used to spend over $10 if I was going to buy lunch in New York City when I was working there. You'll see that breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, it's a really, really cost-effective way to get lots of nutrients and to be working on your wellness. And what I would say is a shake a day is that investment in your health, in your long-term health, kind of like you would invest in a 401k or in life insurance. You are making small contributions that will save you in the long run, right? And then let's talk about fitness, right? Your daily fitness is also that immune booster. It's also going to contribute to your goals. It's going to help you build strong bones. It's going to help you with your reactions, right? We call this functional fitness, and all of Beachbody is very much functional fitness. So let's say you're heading out in a parking lot and you go and you're not paying attention and you step off, you're looking at your phone, you step off a curb wrong. Do you know how many people break an ankle, break a hip, stepping off a curb wrong? So what we find is that in doing the Beachbody workouts, you'll sometimes hear them talk about proprioceptive action. And that is the body's ability to quickly adapt to those crazy little things that you're not expecting. So you go to step off the curb, you step off wrong. If you've been working on your fitness in that functional way, then you're going to be able to catch yourself. Same thing, you see that there's a car that whips around in the parking lot and you're not expecting it, and you step out of the way and you step wrong and something happens, or you're falling on ice, in the winter, and you hit the ground wrong. It's the ability for your muscles to help you catch, and the flexibility in your wrists, and all these things that we work on in our daily routines with Beachbody, balance and core, being able to catch yourself if you go to fall in the woods over a tree branch or a root, and your ability to have that strong core catches you. There are so many opportunities for us to hurt ourselves, but this daily investment in your fitness is absolutely going to help you. It's going to help boost your immunity. It's going to help you maintain that bone density as we age, right? And it's also going to help you maintain or even bring up that metabolism, right? That when we start to age and our metabolism slows, you can control your metabolism. Adding more muscle, staying fit is going to help you. And so we have all different ranges of gym memberships, right? So Planet Fitness, $10 a month, right? What are you getting there? You get to go and you get to use their machines, and that's not super motivating. You've got CrossFit. It's a great community, a lot of accountability. Costs like $250 and upwards a month, right? And then there's everything in between, which maybe motivates you, maybe it doesn't, maybe it's getting stale, right? What I love about Beachbody On Demand originally was that it helped my husband and I be able to both work out in the mornings, to not take 2 hours to go to the gym, to drag the kids to the gym to get a workout done. Oh my gosh, when I used to drop them at the nursery at the gyms, they would look at me like I was a nutcase and not want to be in there with all the smelly kids and the germs and stuff. And so the ability for both of us to get our workouts done early in the morning while the kids are still just waking up, I think has been fantastic. Also, getting the workouts done early in the morning for us has been huge with never missing a workout. We get them done before anything can get in our way. So Beachbody On Demand has been huge for us with regards to convenience. With regards to cost, it is the cheapest gym membership there is. Beachbody On Demand costs $99 a year, which if you break that down to monthly, that's like $8 and change a month. It is the cheapest gym membership that there is, but it's also portable. You get personal trainers on there. You get classes. You get a variety of so many different types of workouts that it never gets stale. Not only that, but me as a personal trainer, I charge $50 to $70 and upwards an hour to work out with me, right? And so you get this type of and caliber of training from so many different trainers, and they do what I do, and that is they are making the workouts different, keeping them exciting, and progressing them as we go. And we'll talk about that in a couple days too, about your body's adaptation. But what I love is that I'm in a hotel and I can do it here. To anywhere. I love how cost effective it is and that it's for everybody. So honestly, at $99 a year, I think everybody should have Beachbody On Demand, and there's so much for you, for your children, and everybody. So we want to make sure too that we can service everybody, right? And so what Beachbody has done is they've created so many different levels of commitment, right? And of course, I feel like if you put a little more money in, maybe you're more committed because you want to get your money's worth. But we have our free 2-week trial, which we had talked about earlier in the week. Some of you are on the 2-week trial, some are not yet, but it gives you the opportunity to check out the whole library, see if it's for you, see if you would do these at home or wherever you want to do them. And you can do them at the gym too, and it's still cost effective. If you like to do your workouts at the gym, bring your phone, bring a laptop, bring a tablet, do them wherever you want to. And it's still cost effective at $99 a year. So that 2-week free trial rolls into a quarterly plan that is $39.99 per 3 months, right? And so if you multiply that by 4, it ends up being $160 for the year, right? Just a little over $10 a month. And then maybe that's 12, 15? I don't know. Don't make me do math right now. The next step up is your ability to do and then you get meal plans within all those programs too, is 6 months for $60. That ends up being $120 a year. So still, that's $10 a month. There you go, right? $120 a year, $10 a month. Really great deal. And that way you can pay for 6 months at a time if you only have $60 to spend right now, okay? The third one is what we talked about for the year. You sign up for the year, you get 12 months for $99. So obviously that's a better deal. It's more like $8 a month, and it's an incredible value. And the last one is if you want to include a month of Shakeology with your 12 months of Beachbody On Demand, it's only $160 when you combine the two, which is incredible because that's the same cost that you would have spent if you did the 4 payments of $39.99. And so along with that, what we call challenge pack, the $160, you also get 2 entire nutrition systems, the 2 nutrition systems that we talked about earlier in the week, the 2B Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix. You also get the bod ropes for free that Megan talked about in MBF at the beginning of the week. Those are a free gift. You get another free gift of your portion control containers and the 2B Mindset nutrition tracker, the journal. And that's incredible. That's an incredible value. But the biggest value that you get is your coach. So me, who charges $50 to $70 an hour generally, you get me for free. You get Amber for free. You get us as a team, and you get our entire team and our entire community as your accountability partners. You get all of our groups that we run. You get gifts and prizes. As you can see, we've been giving out all week, and it's truly an incredible value at $160 for the year of Beachbody On Demand and the month of Shakeology. If you are not a shake drinker, if there's ingredients that you're allergic to, you also have the option, instead of Shakeology, to get our pre-workout Energize and post-workout Recovery for that same $160. And then the last option is the Deluxe Pack for $220, which is only an extra $60. You can get all of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop an image down below that shows you all of these different options that I've told you about, and start thinking about it, because we only have a couple days left in this group, and we want to continue this journey with you, and we want to make it a long-term, very effective journey for you so that you can experience great health and stay well and have that, avoid the costs of illness, and the costs we know are not only monetary, but we also see a great value in the ability for you to do this and affect your whole family and also affect your friend circles. What we found is that I think the entire world knows now that we have a lot of influence over the people who are around most, and so with as many companies are doing, including affiliate programs, which help you reduce the cost of the products that you love by sharing them. And so what Beachbody has also done is created the opportunity to become a coach. And with that, you can earn back money from the people who you influence by helping them and earning commissions from their purchases. And as a coach, you're also rewarded with 25% discount on your products as well. So it's an awesome option and something to start thinking about too. So I'm going to get going. I know this was a little bit long, but I wanted you to really hear all this stuff and know the value of what you're getting as a Beachbody member, a member of our team driving force. And we have so much love to give you, and we really want to see you get amazing results. So I'm going to go to the pool and then go golfing, and you guys can reach out to us anytime and comment below what your thoughts are on what you want to do moving forward. All right? So take care, everybody. Have a great day.